Today, I have a special video for every single one of you. We're talking about the real reason why I decided to create the Solar Boss. And what is the Solar Boss, really? I wanted to create the Solar Boss because I saw that there was a gap, a huge gap in the market. And whenever you see a gap in the market and you don't see anybody else doing this, you're like, whoa, I'm either too early before anybody else joins the wagon, or I am just delusional about this concept. And I knew I wasn't delusional because we've done it. We've helped other people do it. I was inspired by a few individuals that I saw blew up with our help on the marketing side, do it entirely remotely and do it over the phone and make millions of dollars. And I was like, we can show other people how to do that. The real reason actually behind creating the Solar Boss was because I wanted to help my individual clients. So when I started this, going all the way back, 3 years ago, we didn't do any selling. We just did lead generation. We didn't even have a call center for the appointment. So I just wanted to massively help my own clients because they would come to us and then they'll give us an area which is quite frankly shitty. We call it shitty for lead gen. And that means the cost per lead is just excruciating high. It wouldn't make sense for us to continue advertising in that area. We're not magicians at the end of the day. We're pretty good at what we do, but we wouldn't be able to help everybody out. And so I was like, man, I wish people were more nimble. I wish people were willing to switch location. And then when I found those couple of individuals that showed me, hey, this is possible, I started looking in that direction a lot more. And that's the end of that. Now, the second reason why I wanted to create the Solar Boss, after I realized a lot of these people are just old school. I mean, a lot of the solar industry is still door knocking and still going face to face and driving thousands of miles a week away from your family, which I understand it's a job, but at the end of the day, I always look at the things that I could do to improve the process and what I can do to make it more efficient. And to me, going out there and doing a bunch of door knocking, when I knew I could help people generate leads in any market in the United States, it was dumb. I was like, why would you do that? You cannot sell, for example, in Vegas because the cost per lead is too damn high. And if you want to do this remotely, you might as well go somewhere else where you're going to get a better bang for your buck. Now, after that, what happened was I realized there was a lot of people that are still yet to join this industry. I realized that a lot of my audience that are watching these videos, they were basically brand new to solar. People that are just switching from another business. They've had a job and now they want to start their own business. They were thinking about, getting in industry that is up and coming and growing. Solar's definitely that. And I knew there was a lack of education. And I didn't want people to join the wrong companies and spend a year, 2 years to realize that's not the path they want to be on. I wanted to create something where we can educate people and show people how to do things from scratch, even if you're brand new, and it doesn't have to take you years and it doesn't have to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars of mistakes that you could have otherwise invested and basically make a lot more money. And when I thought about creating a product like this where we can educate people and show them, I thought that we had the perfect match because we were able to teach them now how to do it virtually and how to generate leads. Because the reality is, if somebody's teaching you how to do something, even if it's remotely and there's coaches out there, they're not going to be able to show you a good enough way to generate your own leads. I wanted for you to get the whole package. I wanted for that individual to come in, join, and get the whole freaking package. They don't have to rely on other agencies. They can rely on themselves for generating all the leads, so they can hire someone else and show them how it's done, basically, because we've spent way too much money on solar ads. In the last 3 years alone, we spent over $22 million. And I didn't want people to make the same mistakes. I was like, dude, I'll pay anybody any amount of money to teach me everything that I know now and save me 3 years of my life. But it's not possible to go back in time. I understand that, but I don't want that to be any of you watching this video. And that's the real reason why I wanted to create this product. I saw a gap in the market. I knew we could help people tremendously and show them the path of least resistance in this industry that is up and coming. There's going to be more people that go solar in 2023 than in the last 10 years combined. And so it made total sense for me to start thinking in that direction direction of how can we utilize everything that we now know and everything that has happened in the last 2 years, which is obviously COVID and everything else like that. By the way, I also saw it with my clients. Like a lot of my clients that were winning, they were already selling over the phone or at least remote. The people and companies that lost during COVID were exactly those that didn't have a backup plan. They didn't have a way to switch to be more agile in the way they move, and they decided to stay where they were, and that's why they didn't grow, and a lot of them crashed and burned. Also, a big reason why I wanted to create this academy is because I didn't want people to be taken advantage of. That was the other thing. I see time and time again solar companies recruiting new reps and preying on a lot of people that don't have the right information to where they can take advantage of these people by paying them peanuts, where they still have to go out and do all the work themselves. They're not providing leads, they're not providing appointments, they don't get any of that, and they still do all the work and they don't get paid nowhere near what they would otherwise would if they were on their own. And so I saw that, I was like, there's nobody else doing this, there's nobody paving the path, and so I'm gonna pave the path. I promise you there's nothing like this on the market. Nobody else is doing this, and there'll be a lot of people that come on board after we already climbed the mountain, but it's gonna be too late, because I believe solar's about to get in its prime right now with all the changes that is happening in the government, and government trying to push go green, and all these new laws that are getting passed are basically favoring the solar industry. And so if you want to know everything about this business model, I have a free webinar. The link will be in the description below. First link will be that, and let me know how you like it. It's going to explain to you everything about this business model. I believe this is the greatest business model created ever, and the opportunities are absolutely endless. So appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.